Okay, and we're live. Welcome to the Living World of Darkness. This is the scene for the Changeling venue. We've got a new character here. Adolf Gunners. Oh, I don't know. How do you pronounce that last name?
The way I said it was actually oh nuts. I'm sorry. Gunnarsson.
Gunnarsson. Okay, we've got Adolf Gunnarsson here. And he's at a match because he's a boxer. And you know, it was a hard match. Went on for some time. It looked like he wasn't going to make it towards the end, but he won. He won. Okay, good day for him. He pulled through. Oh gosh, another hard night for him. But he loves it. This is what he does. So, anyways, he's getting out of the ring, and everybody's congratulating him, that kind of thing. And he feels like a freaking mess. So he's going to the lockers to go and clean up a little bit.
He just kind of sits on the bench and just puts a towel over his face and.
Hey, you, wake up! And you hear somebody that just tries to slap you across the face.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you? What the hell?
What the fuck are you? That was our guy there. You're supposed to take a fall, you didn't hear?
Fall my ass.
We sent somebody a week ago. This was supposed
Get
to be...
the fuck out! This is the locker room, asshole.
Oh, I think you're gonna be going. And there's three more aside from this guy, and they start to surround you.
He just kind of falls back and rolls off the bench and stands up in a fighting pose. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Seriously, man.
The hell, man? You think this is a match? And then one of them gets what looks like a nightstick out. You see the other one has something small. You can't quite tell what it is. They're closing in on you. Yeah, you're not going to be causing any more trouble around here. We'll get other people in. People that are willing to play ball.
Fuck. Options.
Well, there's not much. It's a locker room. You've got benches and towels. Anyways, they're closing in on you. Three of them are, anyways. And guy with the club takes the point first.
So, which side is the guy with the club?
He's gonna be on your left side. The guy with the nightstick. I said club, but I meant nightstick. He's gonna be on your left side, and he's taking a lunge for you.
Okay, so he guards with his left forearm, and he attempts to do a right cross.
Okay. And you make that right cross there. And this isn't like you hit the guy and you get him in the vitals or something like that, so he kind of like gets into the fetal position. This is almost like in a cartoon where the guy goes flying. You've never had that sort of power before.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And the other people are just kind of standing there awkwardly looking at the dude. One goes, "Hey, Paul, you okay?" Paul's not saying anything. And they look at you and go, meanwhile, things are happening to you. Everything has suddenly become really psychedelic. You've got a hell of a headache, and these people in front of you look like bullseyes. You feel just power and flame behind your fists. It feels like they were just rockets that are ready to launch forward and smash the crap out of them. It seems much easier to you now, and there's an anger behind it you experienced before. They betrayed you. This is not how it's supposed to work. They're not supposed to come in here and try and blackmail you. That is not how an honorable fight goes.
I'm actually gonna ask you if I can do a random one of those plus minus. Um,
Oh, you want a fate roll? Okay, what's the fate roll for?
well, I'm just gonna see if it actually does wind up being the paladin or the beast that comes out. If
Oh, okay. Well,
um,
you know what? I'm going to do best out of three because you are Seelie, so it's more likely that you're going to be Paladin.
okay,
Okay, so I'm going to say Paladin came out.
okay. You wanna fight? Let's fight, or you can get the fuck out right now.
Yeah, I don't think Paul looks so good. Talking to each other and one of them goes, "No, no, this is BS." And one of
You
them
just
launches the small thing out of his hand, and you see it now. It's a taser. So the little electrodes go towards you.
he just kind of sidesteps and allows it to hit the locker door.
And there's something supernatural, there's just something wrong about it, how quickly you're able to get out of the way. That's not normal boxing to you. And meanwhile, just this thumping headache behind your eyes is distorting everything. You don't feel like yourself. You feel, um,
What the
if your character
fuck?
has ever gotten really drunk before, you feel like disconnected to everything.
I didn't even drink anything, and I'm just kind of imagining that I can sort of feel my voice changing a little bit too.
Okay, and yeah, you're kind of freaking the others out. And one of them talks, and you hear something briefly about them saying like you're making too much noise, and they skedaddle. They take their friend Paul with them, and they leave.
Oh no, you don't! And he grabs them by the back of their coats and just, don't you ever do that again!
You get like some clarity out of your vision at this point, and you're seeing things look a little less psychedelic, and they look a little bit smaller. You have trashed the entire locker room. You're not quite sure when all this stuff happened, but there's like towels everywhere. There's benches upturned. The guy Paul that went flying and so forth. You can see like the marks and that the locker got dented in a little bit there. And these guys are just bloody. You can see that two of them at least have broken noses where you mash them against each other.
Okay. First impulse is to like check for vitals and make sure they're alive.
What do you have in medicine?
Uh, sorry.
Okay, you know what? You don't have medicine, so let's just say perception, empathy.
Okay, so that's how many I do have my sheet up, but it might be quicker if you just tell me how.
Okay, let's see. You got that's a dice pool of 5.
Okay. I thought
And you're just checking to see if they're alive, so I'm going to say the difficulty is 5.
yeah.
Okay, so you've got 3 successes there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're alive. You can tell that they're probably going to need to see the ER, though, because some of the stuff probably needs stitches.
Hey Frank! Someone get an ambulance in here quick!
Okay, and Frank is your manager?
Or either his manager or his coach, whichever.
Okay. You can tell that like somebody's coming in and stuff, but it's really hard for you to control. This is getting worse. You're entering what's called the dream dance stage of your chrysalis, where just things are starting to swirl together. This is feeling like a really horrific trip. You can see that the lockers don't really match up to where you think they're supposed to be anymore.
I don't even drink. What the fuck?
You've got your hand up to your face, and your hand is suddenly huge, and it's blue, and you can see like another human hand behind it, and it's blue, and it's your human hand, and it's blue.
What the I'm not cold. Why is my hand blue? What the fuck?
Just everything seems like it's too much. Just things are swirling around there, and you're wondering just what the hell is going on.
Oh.
People are trying to talk to you. There's like somebody in front of you. There might be more. You can't. It's really hard to tell and separate them.
Wait just a second, fellas. Wait just a second. Oh. And he's trying to shake it out, right? Because he doesn't know what's going on, so he's just, you know. Frank, that you?
Do you want me to be Frank? And you can see somebody in front of you, and they look like they're a turtle. Who's a human? Who's a turtle? Who's also a human? I might be Frank. I might not. And you might want to come with me.
Okay. And just as long as the ringing stops. I feel like the bell's ringing again. And
Oh, yeah, sure. That'll end in just 2 seconds if you come with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And the turtle puka leads you away. Because, I mean, what changeling can resist sanctioned gambling that is boxing? Besides, when the chrysalis happens, it is an explosion of glamour that's really enticing to any changeling in the area. So this one was in the audience, and he felt what was going on when your chrysalis was happening, and he found some excuse. He's a puka. He found some excuse, using chicanery or fuddle or just lying his way in to get into the lockers. And he's leading you out now, soaking in the free glamour. He's having a great time. He's leading you out, and he's leading you away from everybody. He's leading you away from the real Frank, who hasn't noticed, because the real Frank right now has bigger stuff to deal with. His locker is just a bloody mess at this point, and he doesn't notice that you're being led away. When you get outside, it's like the world has gone nuts. Just swirling psychedelic colors everywhere. It looks like a Beatles music video. It's really hard for you to keep track of things. You find it's easier to talk to this turtle person more than anybody else, but you don't even look at the swirling psychedelic colors half the time because you're starting to get visions now. You get visions of like yourself in different clothing at different points. You get you're fighting through different times, or like maybe you're a reenactor or something like that. You get flashes of what looks like a beautiful castle with gorgeous gardens and waterfalls, and you get flashes of it being besieged, and it's very peaceful and it's besieged, and you see yourself fighting again, and you see other things that look, they have the same skin tone as your blue hand does right now, but they're entire people. They're huge entities. You'll come to learn later on that these are trolls, and you'll be able to recognize it then. But these flashes, they only lasted for a couple of seconds, and now they're fading out.
What the heck, man? Like, did someone inject me with something before the fight, or what? Or like my head? Ooh.
Oh yeah, that was me. I totally drugged you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an arse, but code of honor and whatnot. Then just grabs his wrist, and he's about to like fall back and plow this puka.
Ah, son of a bitch! Forgot you were a troll. Ah, let me go! I didn't drug you. Ah! And he starts like scrambling, trying to get away and stuff. He's obviously lied a little bit too much for his own good, so he's spending willpower right now to try and tell the truth. Let me go!
No, what the hell happened?
Oh gosh, I'm too tired to tell you everything. If you come with me, I'll show you.
You.
Ah, don't beat me up!
It's just very, very gingerly lets him go. You stay within my sight. You run off. I promise I'll pretzel you.
Uh, and he looks down at his turtle self. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere fast, dude.
So let's walk and figure this out.
Okay, so you say you're like all drugged.
Well, I don't know. It's like some bad hippie video or something. And like so many colors, and you're a turtle.
I'm not a turtle.
You look like a turtle.
Fair enough. And he shrugs. Um, come with me. Come with me. I'm gonna take you to where the hell can I take you? And he looks at because he is seeing you as you truly are. He's seeing your huge troll form. He's not actually sure where he can take you. He doesn't know that trolls can ignore their massive size at a cost of banality.
I'm imagining he's like somewhere around the neighborhood of like 7 feet, 8 feet, or is he even?
Yeah, you're probably like between 7 and 8.5 feet.
Okay, well then you can find those inhuman populations
How
slightly.
far away? How far away is your gym from Manhattan?
Let me think. Can we say that his gym was in Little Italy?
Okay. So the turtle puka is gonna think about that for a second and go, pull my finger.
What's this, a bad fart joke?
It could be. Hey, pull my finger. And he pulls it. Okay.
Very, very gently, because I'm starting to realize that if I overdo it, I can kill people. So just.
Okay. At that, there's a mass explosion to your eyes, at least, because you're seeing the full glamour that's around you. And suddenly, everything calms down a little bit. You see fog rushing at you. Okay? The psychedelic colors stop for a second as the fog rushes at you. These are the mists. You are truly entering the dreaming proper at this point. You rush through it, and things still glow like crazy, but you can notice that you are on a path that looks like it's made out of Swarovski crystals. You will later come to learn that this is the silver path through which all changelings traverse the dreaming on. Because you are in the dreaming fully now at this point. Everything outside of the silver path is swirling around kind of crazy and glowing all weird.
Dude. What?
Crystals? These are crystals, and we're gonna follow the yellow brick road and take you where you need to go.
And he just kind of looks up to the sky, and it's like, okay, I'll bite. And he just sort of hooks the turtle's arm, and he goes, we're off to see the wizard.
Last time I tried to do anything good. Frickin' trolls. Let me down. And you are this massive troll, and you've got this tiny little turtle, man, that's under the crook of your arm as you go skiing down the road. The puka is really starting to rethink his life choices at this point as you make your way down. Now, the turtle is trying to take you to Manhattan, the dreaming of Manhattan. As you go down the road, you start to see like crazy buildings that look like anthropomorphic personifications of things. Everything seems to have a face and a personality and swirl together in a bunch of light and weird vibrations. Because you, of course, are still going through your dream dance.
Did Walt Disney come to town? Like, are we in Toontown or what's going on?
Yeah, Toontown, Toontown. Come on. Come on, keep on going. This poor turtle. Um,
Oh, sorry, I meant to just kind of walk with you, and I'll put him down and.
and he struggles to get his breath back. Savage.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fucking fine. You will later come to learn that pukas always lie. Anyways, you see this. It looks like a normal building, except for it also looks like a palace. It kind of looks like a building where a palace is kind of tapered off into it. And it's just beautiful. Okay, the turtle leads you off the silver path towards this structure. And upon exiting the silver path, you feel a jolt, and then it passes. You're going to the building, you're kind of walking through the air. Gravity doesn't make as much sense at this point, and you're walking into the palace. And the palace is beautiful. This is the palaces that you see at Disney World, Neuschwanstein in Bavaria, that kind of thing. These are very elegant and not the crude medieval structures that you're used to. So, anyways, you go through the palace, and there's tons of people that they look like the strangest things. You see sort of animal people, and the turtle that's guiding you through there kind of reminds you of these animal people. You see a couple of people that are the same shade of blue as you, and they see you, and they've got massive grins on their faces, like, oh yeah. And they've got green clothing, green and gold clothing on that will make more sense to you later.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to make a slight correction.
Oh, sure.
I put the troll's name in there by mistake. His human name is actually Sam Phoenix.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, Sam Phoenix. Okay, no, that's cool. So as far as you know, you're just Sam Phoenix now. You've always been Sam Phoenix. You'll learn more about your name later on.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, Sam, we're going through there, and you see that the blue people and stuff are, yeah, all right. They're in a good mood when they see you, and everybody else is, kind of eyeing you like you're this weird little toy that's coming through. Let's see, who else would be there? You see a lot of the animal people. You see a lot of shorter people that are dressed in all kinds of different colors. You will later come to learn that they're Boggans. They look like hobbits to you right now.
Awesome.
And then you finally see them. These look like Tolkien-esque elves. They are the Sidhe, and their beauty strikes you as just literally out of this world. Literally, you have no comparison to what you are seeing right now. You are not going to fall to your knees and start weeping like some human that is not able to deal with appearance 6, but you are seeing what appearance 6s and appearance 7s look like at this point.
I would like to point out one of his other flaws is that, which is one of the
Yearning soul?
Yes. So they might. I'm not sure about weeping. Weeping just isn't his style, but whoa.
They take everybody's breath away the first time that they're seen. Then afterwards, that sort of beauty, well, we won't get into it, but anyways, certainly catches your attention, and it's the Sidhe as well as some of these blue people that take you aside. Although everybody is, of course, paying a lot of attention to you, because what has just happened out of character is this Puka thinking that he could get in good with the people at Home Fires, and certainly he thought maybe he could get in good with some trolls because trolls are happy that one of their own has been born. Thinking he could get like some favor and so forth, brought you to Home Fires. And right now, the court, the capital of the Kingdom of Apples, is located in Manhattan. It's usually somewhere else, but for right now, it's in Manhattan. So he brought you straight to the capital, this palace, and everybody is checking you out. And the Shi wanted to get in on this because the Shi are the ones that run this court, and the trolls wanted to get in on this because they're like, ooh, troll, one of us, one of us.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they swarm up to you, and they, yeah, they're in your face.
This is whoa, dude. I just came from a match. I've got a ton of adrenaline. Don't rush up on me. Seriously. Just whoa.
Ah, poor thing, you are fresh, aren't you? Says one of the blue people. He's got a big grin on his face still, though, and you can see he's quite tall, like yourself. You are looking down on everybody else. You are looking down on the Shi. You are certainly looking down on this little turtle, Puka. He is the only person that the trolls are the only people that are near your height.
Someone stick me in a taffy machine or what? Because he's just noticed that I'm tall. I'm fucking huge. I'm not that big.
Calm down. Just write it out. Be quiet if you need to. Be loud if you need to. Enjoy this experience for what it is, says the troll, and he's having a good time here. Meanwhile, you can notice that the pretty people, so to speak, are questioning this little turtle pretty furiously. They want to. You can hear bits of their conversation, but pretty much they're trying to extract information from a creature that always lies by habit. But they want to know exactly where you were found, if you were spotted by any other changelings, if Idheen were involved, and you hear the name Idheen for the very first time. They want to know if he came directly to Home Fires, if they went anywhere else. Were the cops involved in his chrysalis? Because when people chrysalis, sometimes they do really crazy stuff, so it's common for humans and cops to get involved. And they want to know all this information from a Puka that always lies, and the Puka is getting like all sweaty, and he's trying to figure out like what he can give away, and he's speaking in riddles, and he has firmly decided that this is way too much trouble for him.
I feel kind of bad, maybe a little bit for the Puka guy, but
oh, he did this to himself. You will see it. It's a very common theme in Changeling. You do it to yourself. Meanwhile, the trolls are more interested in you, a little baby troll. And they're coming, and you're seeing creatures that look like yourself, and you're seeing males and females there.
Did someone call him a baby to his face?
What? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's say that one of the troll women called you a little baby.
Excuse me?
We're always so happy. Oh, you're so young and so new. Oh. I remember when I was a little baby. This is going to be wonderful.
Look, miss, I don't know why you're calling me a baby. I'm like in my early 20s. I'm a semi-pro boxer.
I was 15 when it happened to me, and I was out camping one night with my family. And I ran away. But yes, we all have to be a little baby at some point. And now you're our little baby. And this is wonderful. And one of them goes, you're going to embarrass the man. And stuff. And that's one of the other guys and stuff. And he goes, oh, pleased to meet you. Sven Holstein. And he holds out his arm to hold you.
Sam Phoenix.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, and no, you wouldn't be at this point. Well, I'll tell you that we are not affiliated with any house. We have a large freehold that's actually near Manhattan, just outside Goblin Town. This is my family right here that you see so eager to talk to you, although there will be other trolls that you will no doubt be meeting soon enough.
It's very nice to meet all of you, even if the
Oh,
circumstances.
the Hofsteins have been here in Manhattan since the 1920s. Prohibition was a fierce time for our kind.
Yeah, Um, yeah, prohibition. Maybe a nice idea, but it really didn't work so well.
Yes, yes, it was well intentioned. But tell us, have you picked a mentor? Is this little turtle man, this little turtle puka, to be your mentor? You can see the turtle puka down there going, oh, yes, yes, okay, ma'am. I've told you all I can tell you. Look, I just want to go now.
Look, okay. Um, first question first. I don't know what you mean by mentor. Second question, if someone needs to ask me something, just ask me.
And one of them turns to Sven and goes, Um, Uncle, I don't think the turtle puka told him anything. I think he just brought him here. And Sven goes, Well, he will be rewarded anyways. Give the man a temporary dross. Just one temporary one, Uncle? Fine, give him two. Give him safe passage through our bridge.
What?
Yes, yes, yes.
What?
And you see a small velvet bag be produced out of the younger man's, younger troll's livery, because they're all dressed in medieval garb. Everybody looks like they're at a Ren fair. Anyways, the younger troll takes out the pouch and throws it at the feet of the turtle puka. And goes, For your fine work, sir. And turtle puka takes it and goes, thank you, sir. And whew, he's gone. So much about turtle pukas not being able to move fast. That guy used hopscotch and got the hell out of there.
It just, I just shake my head and
You can see that some of the Shi now are talking to the rest of this Hofstein family in the background, and um, they're not being subtle about it. So you can hear that basically they want to make sure that if they're going to look out for you and stuff initially, at least, that you're not going to be causing any disturbances, especially since they know the Hofsteins are near home fires, and you don't know where home fires is, that kind of thing. You just know that they're talking about the family.
is this
Meanwhile,
is this some kind of Renaissance fair? Did did someone drug me after the match?
you have not been drugged.
What the hell?
Nor is this any sort of Renaissance fair, for this is a way of life for us. You are now part of the Fey family, what we are known as changelings. And you have been lucky enough to be reborn into the most noble of kiths, for you, sir, are a troll. And he looks very solemn as he says this. Yeah, feel free to chuckle if you want.
What is it? So, where? Okay, so
Sir, have you not gazed upon your hands and your body and noticed them to be quite strange?
I was wondering about that. Um, that would also explain the immense size. Um,
One of them steps forward, and it's the lady that earlier was calling you a baby, and she uses legerdemain and makes a circle with her hand, and then through her hand is produced a giant mirror, and you can see your reflection in there. And it's not. Certainly, you can see traces of Sam in there,
it's not
but
Phoenix.
yes, this is a troll staring back at you.
Um, okay. Um, does anyone have any? Why do I have this sudden craving for mead?
Come, come, we will take you to the pub and tell you all about your grand new life, for you will enjoy it. It's
It's
part of your destiny, after all.
thank you. I guess. What's a home fire? What's that?
They're moving out, away from the Grand Court and stuff, this family of trolls and you. And you can see also that there seems to be like two other trolls that are dressed differently from this family, and they're talking to members of the Hofsteins and stuff, and you can see that they want to get in on this.
Offside.
They're talking about no, no, sorry. Anyways, Sven begins to tell you that Homefires is the grand palace and the capital of the changeling state that you are in.
Oh,
And it is through here that most bureaucracy and business and justice is meted out for the changelings.
so
You are told that you are a changeling, that you have always been a changeling, it's always resided inside of you, and that this is your destiny, and that this is a good thing to be embraced.
so so we kind of sort of step back into the Middle Ages or something. Because honestly, I was fighting in Madison Square Gardens just a little while ago, and now I'm in a beautiful.
And you can continue to fight there, says the woman. There's nothing wrong about that. Many of us hold mortal jobs. It balances out our courtly life. No, we find that very, very important. But no, we hold on to the traditional garb and the old ways because it reminds us of where we came from. We find that's very important, and it helps us maintain our connection to the dreaming.
And
Surely you've seen the dreaming with its silver path?
the one that sort of has the rainbow going all over it, Miss.
Yes, it does seem like you've traversed the silver path then. Yes, that connects all of the dreaming to us, and it's a protective force. As long as we travel the silver path, nothing bad can happen to us, and we can go where and when we want.
But
The dreaming loves us and will always look out for us. You are safe
but
on the silver path.
but didn't I step off the path to get here?
Oh, we must always step off. We can't live there the rest of our lives. The capital itself couldn't reside on the path, but it can take you safely to areas, and if you are ever in danger, then go on the silver path.
How do I do that?
Oh, you will be taught in time. We intend to make sure that you are given full instruction, and we look out for our own kind. It's so wonderful to see another little baby born. And then one of them interjects, it's Sven again. He goes, "There you go with your talk of babies. She just means that you're new to it all. She doesn't mean to call you an actual baby."
Well, being somewhat, maybe slightly embarrassed at the whole being called a baby thing, it's still kind of adorable when maybe it kind of reminds him of his mom or something. Like, oh,
You can tell by they both have matching giant Claudia rings on there. And you can tell that they've got matching rings on the right finger, so you can probably guess that they're a married couple. And you can guess, again, that there was probably a nephew that was talking because he called the other one uncle. And you can tell that they're probably all related by blood.
yeah. Well, I'm. I must. I must say. Um. I must say, sir, that you and your wife make a very charming couple.
Oh, thank you, hon. And Sven gets a little uncomfortable. He's like, "Oh, yes. Well, thank you. Thank you. Holsteins are a good, strong family. Yes. Yes.
Seems that way.
Now look, until you figure out what you want to do with your new life here, we'll be happy to afford you protection. There are rooms and home fires for your sort, ones that have just been born. You are welcome to see us at the Hofstein Freehold that is nearby home fires, and we will do our best to provide you with instruction. But come, for there are many more of you that many more of your kind that we would like you to meet. More trolls like yourself that can
Very
introduce you to your new life. Now, this probably does seem like an awful lot of pressure on you right now. A lot of stuff is going on. I mean, my God, they still all look really psychedelic to you.
and I, well, I certainly don't mind meeting new people, but I really should let Frank know I'm okay. He's my coach, and things things got a little hectic over at the garden.
Oh, well, yes, part of what we do for our new young babies, she says, and she catches the eye of her husband and
Miss
stuff
you,
like I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm gonna call him a baby, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Anyways, she goes, part of what we do is we make sure that there's no complications with the police. For somebody so young as yourself, and then she looks at her husband like, see, I didn't call him a baby then. Somebody as young as we want to make sure that your first experiences as a changeling are good, and it's natural for you to cause a scene and so forth when the chrysalis first hits you. So please allow us some time to go in and make sure that people didn't see anything weird or aren't going to say that you did anything strange. What she's trying to say is she wants to make sure that you're not going to go back to go and see your manager just to get arrested. So what out of character, what you don't know is that they're sending people down there, commoners like themselves, to go and use chicanery on the people and give them new memories or confuse their old memories and that kind of thing.
well, how do you like? I'm kind of thinking of the guy that I kind of accidentally stove his face in.
Um, you you don't know this in character, but out of character, because you used arts that you weren't familiar with, because you used arts, the mists descended, and they are going to confuse these humans, and they're not going to be sure what they saw. They might actually think that they attacked each other. It's not going to make much sense.
Okay.
When they repeat the story back to the police, they're going to appear maybe like they got drunk and they got into a fight or something. It's going to be weird. But yeah, that's because you used powers. Now, the troll, she's more concerned about your manager because you didn't use an art on your manager, but he was
Nope.
called. You called him for help, and he came in, and then he saw a bunch of blood and that kind of thing. She's more concerned with the audience that knew that something was wrong and that the people that filtered in, the people that you didn't directly interact with, she's concerned might finger you for like something that you did. So what they're doing is they're sending people down there to try and cover your tracks. So she's trying to stall you and that kind of thing. She's like, yeah, stay with us a little bit. We just want to make sure that you're going to return back to the loving environment that you deserve.
Loving environment.
Yes,
Miss,
yes, for you
have
are young and
have
unfamiliar with
have
the ways of
you
our kind.
have you lived in like you know this is like beyond that Silver Path is the Big Apple, right?
Well, yes, I live there every day.
It's it's not a loving place, Miss.
Oh, but it can be. I told you, we look out for our young. Our babies. She glances at Sven, and Sven gives her a stinky look. It's
Okay.
important to us. Let us do this, and then once we make sure that everything is fine and that your Frank will welcome you back with open arms, then you can go back. Give us give us a day, give us a few hours, just to
I,
make sure.
you the you've all been very kind. I I don't think I there really is no way for me to refuse this. I don't think.
Well, fantastic. Then let us throw a party in your honor. A new troll being born, that's a big deal. A new troll waking up. He wasn't born, he was always in there, says Sven. Anyways, yes, we'll get some mead, the mead you crave. We'll get a lot of that flowing. We'll get some pukas that are friendly to the Hopsteins. We'll get more trolls in, and you'll get to meet everybody.
Isn't she adorable?
Yes, she's a real daisy. Um, anyways, let's say that after this, they take you to the Hofstein Freehold, which looks like a massive. Um, I don't suppose you've ever been to like an
Um, no, no.
Okay.
I've always
It
wanted
looks like
to go, but I've never been there.
okay, we're going to say that this is a massive wooden structure, and you go into the side of it where they set up like a massive tent, and inside of it is filled with a bunch of smoke because there's all kinds of stuff going on, all kinds of fun things like cigarettes, cigars, hookah, all that. There's somebody singing in the background. There's musicians that are playing with them, and there's beer and mead and spirits everywhere, and people are dancing and just having a great time.
Now, I'm not really familiar with how this flow works. Well, entirely. I do have a general understanding, but
The Bard's Tongue.
that and the soul, the sorry,
Okay.
sorry, like I know that I'm supposed to be drawn to like the most attractive person in the room or something, but I don't know how frequently that works. Like, does it happen on, automatically every time I come into a new place? I reorientate without any sort of will, or
Well, basically, with Yearning Soul, you're drawn to big epic romances. You're drawn to really pretty things, stuff that looks good. So the she would be kind of catnip to you, but
okay.
also extend it to any attractive commoner that's there. So if there's any pretty girls, you really want to dance with them at this party and that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, I'm certainly be doing that.
And as for Bard's Tongue, that's more of a flaw in that I had a brain fart. Let me think. That's the 1 point flaw.
It's a matter of prophecy. Like if I once per scene or something, I can spend a willpower point to not spout prophecy or something like that.
Oh, that's the one where you speak the truth uncannily. Let's see.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, so the once per story we're going to say is going to be once per month. So I'm going to say that that's not going to come up in this scene.
Okay.
This is just a good introduction, have fun, meet a bunch of kith, that kind of thing. And your yearning soul, well, you're playing in Changeling, so you're going to come across a lot of attractive things.
Yeah.
So have fun and yearn away.
Okay. I'm just okay.
Let's see. Let's end the scene right here. I think this was a good introduction. After that, feel comfortable to start doing scenes with everybody else. You know some basic Changeling information. And for now, until you find a player character mentor, then these Hofsteins, these trolls, are going to tell you more about what it is to be a troll and take you through the beginning of your saning process.
Now, with that in mind, since you and Bram will have to be RPing a Hofstein because they're your NPC character,
Mm-hmm.
um, do you guys want to let me know when you're available to do a scene? Because I wouldn't.
Yeah, sure. Ideally. And let's see. We'll see what Bram's schedule looks like, but if you can't get a hold of him, then feel free to get a hold of me. We'll do this at least once a week, give you some basic Changeling instruction, go on from there. In the meantime, you're going to be residing in Home Fires, which is in Manhattan. As far as freeholds go, you still have your regular residence in the real world
Okay.
that you can go through. And let's see, did you take a freehold?
No, and that
Okay.
sort of goes with the wandering sort
Okay.
of thing.
That sounds good.
So
Okay.
at the moment in his real life, he's actually staying in his gym. He's semi-pro. He's sort of broke, and he helps out at the gym to
Okay.
pay rent and whatnot.
Makes sense. Okay.
I will end the scene if you want to do an outro or something.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you all for watching.